That unit, that Caitlyn Alistar, is more than fine alone in the bot lane.
Exactly. The Caitlyn Alistar is actually one of my favorite combos of ranged melee bottom lane.
Now support roams mid after the base. Complete surprise. He's likely going to be at least one summoner blown here when Smoothie combos.
And the question has been, is the communication there between Smoothie and Meteos? For sure it was on that one. Crown moves fast. He gets the stick though. Petrifying gaze. Smoothie gets taken down. Flash and Knight is down. They're on to Crown now, but it doesn't even look like they'll get anything out of it.
What a massive mistake there from Smoothie. Crown gets the 1v3 first blood. Complete outplay. You gotta expect that he's gonna flash the combo.
Yeah, but we are looking at a summoner-less Cassiopeia in the mid lane versus Orianna Rek'Sai. Definitely gankable, especially if you know that Jensen has flash. Now, Sneaky getting low here. Remember this curtain call available.
CoreJJ 1v2.
You were saying? Curtain has been called. It's also not a level 6 for Smoothie. Just another attack. Is it the Q? Oh, the deadly flourish almost taking him down, but they captivate the audience and stay alive.
It always seems that Crown does not make these mistakes and comes up with the extra kills. Ambition
work
down
here.
bottom lane though.
Sneaky caught up. Exhaust goes down. Oh, he doesn't even, yeah, it was the undertow that takes him down. I didn't think Ambition was gonna get there in time. Meteos just on the edge. Shockwave in the mid lane. Petrifying gaze back on Jensen. He flashes the ball. Jensen comes up with a clockwork wind up.
And this is exactly the matchup that we were talking about. Orianna is so strong 1v1 despite the first blood. Jensen still gets a kill. He failed the ulti cancel just by a hair. Tried to show his booty to Crown, but it was still enough, and he gets the flash again.
The Haunting, guys, is finished. Or Leandries, I should say, by impact. Flash is forced. However, in the play, Ragnarok still would have canceled out the shockwave, but Crown also backs off as Meteos is just off of knocking him up.
The initial pressure from that fight is going to come from Meteos using this red smite here. You get so much more 1v1 power, and Olaf would have to back off there anyways, but not going to be able to capitalize once again.
Oh, this could be it for Sneaky. If Smoothie can get in range, it's actually Sneaky's flash that is forced. Doesn't need to call the ultimate out of Smoothie, but CuVee giving impact hell in the top lane here. Could phase dive in, looks for the scrap shield to go down, and he gets the third hit. And Chrono breaks back to safety. Since Impact was playing much stronger in the top lane, that Meteos almost stays away from that lane. Set up, why not let him walk into the trap? They're just gonna go after him immediately. It looks like he may stay for the fight, enough to die. The heal from Ruler, and that's gonna keep him alive. Sneaky goes down, and Samsung changes this one and puts it right on top of its head. That's CuVee's teleport down, but he just got a kill in the top lane, so he's got some time to breathe outside the lane.
You're going to have to wait for Ruler to deliver all these minions up to a safe spot.
Meteos gets hit here. He should just be able to tunnel out of this one. Not much help. There we can see Jensen giving him, already shielded him out and then move the ball. But now they know they can keep going. Mid pressure is going to be theirs. And Cloud9 is getting suffocated in every lane. Sneaky goes down on the bot side.
Whereas Samsung can pick any point of power right now. Man, Ruler with the Jhin hits every single ultimate shot. Literally just killed him with the ultimate only.
They only beat teams below them, but consistently so.
Here we go though, Cloud9 again.
Flash in from Smoothie, Ruler's the focus, which means he can get the Mantra Shield from CoreJJ. They should both be able to walk out of this, and it's hard to choose a target in the bot lane with all the speed. Impact's gonna go down to another solo kill from CuVee, and now it's the bot lane. Ambition thinking, should we go? Asking the team. It looks like they've turned the trigger on for this one. CuVee teleports to the bot lane, Jensen gets melted. Smoothie's gonna be the next target in the eyes of Samsung Galaxy, and can they bring the universe down on Meteos' head? Yes, they can. 10-1, 20 minutes in an 8K gold lead to Samsung Galaxy.
Cloud9 tried to make another proactive play, but oh, it was as Impact was teleporting there as well. And CuVee comes up with the solo.
It looks pretty busy over at that Baron site. 21.5 minutes in. It is going to be the ward. Smoothie may not be able to do much. Meteos is just too far away. And Smoothie may go down on this one. Another hit comes in. Impact goes down.
I wonder what this
does. In the bot lane.
After this game, and not get too down about this one, because man, just left, right, and center, Samsung picking up victories.
And coming into this game, CuVee and Impact had 6 solo kills apiece for top lane.
Yeah.
The highest at Worlds, and CuVee has just skyrocketed that record.
They probably won't be too scared, so you have to be careful about, getting overconfident, I guess, as we move forward. Here we go, though. Cloud9 still going for plays. they know that they're so far behind that it's going to take multiple people. So,
Yeah.
Going for these sneaky plays to try and get something back for themselves, even if it's a little bit too late. As Samsung move in, trying to take the inhibitors down, and CuVee still on the 1v1 with impact.
Almost getting worse and worse for that top lane. Bot inhibitor's gonna go down. CuVee may be able to solo that one in the top himself. Smoothie giving the team a little bit of room to work with. A great shockwave. Samsung Galaxy gonna have to think twice, but so will the rest of Cloud9. Jensen's almost out of mana. Can't dance this one out too much more. He hasn't really gotten any of his blue buffs this game. They are being denied resources and objectives all across the map, and this may be another very fast game from Samsung Galaxy.
Yeah, super clean closing here. Jensen doing what he can, but it's not enough. Doesn't have enough ability power to supplement Shockwave combo here. First Nexus turret is falling.
Looks like it could be number 2. Exhaust to Meteos. Meteos is saying walk this way, but he can't even get out of the base for them to follow him. He's going to come up with about a quarter health here. Crown should be able to do the work with Ruler there on his last bullet. Reloading as they head to the Nexus turrets. Impact throws down the equalizer. Says you want to walk in, here's the red carpet, and it looks like he's going to start cooking up some dinner. First one was Crown. Can he find any more? Ruler is down. Now Sneaky trying to get back to the base for Solace, but CuVee ties his shoes together, takes him down before he can get there. And it's only 25 minutes in. Everybody's falling left and right. It looks like Samsung Galaxy is going to have one more try at the Nexus.
Yeah, they still have people hitting the Nexus at the moment.
When you don't know when to leave the party, you keep staying, and you start to become the troublesome one. That's CuVee right now. It is Ambition that went down. CuVee, a few more swipes, just a few more HP as well, and they silence him. Just a few hundred HP short of a down Nexus.
Cloud9 stand still. 26 minutes into this game. They're still going to put up the defense, though. You can't let one opening game affect the next one here. But man, yeah, Samsung going to walk right in, take down the inhibitor number 3.
And Samsung, we gotta praise them for how they punish the mistakes, but we can go back and look at this game. What if the plays that C9 made actually worked? What if that flash combo with the flash knockoff worked?
Right.
What if that first gang connected? What if Jensen could start snowballing, could really start leaning in this Orianna versus Cassiopeia pick? This would be an entirely different game.
Everything that Samsung is doing right now causes Cloud9 to instantly react. Semi-ults, flashing forward. Cloud9 has to act immediately, looking for the kills as well as the Nexus. It's going to be CuVee as well, going for one more kill. They turn around. It's the last few hits. 27-27 for your first game of Samsung Galaxy, taking out Cloud9.